It's called foreshadowing, when one little thing now lets you know about one big thing later on. And today, I'm wearing my Genesis shirt, baby, because we are about to go over the newly redesigned and one of the sexiest cars on the road. Let me introduce you to the 2022 Genesis G70. Let's talk about it. What is up, guys? This is the Gary Car Guy, and today we are finally going over the newly redesigned G70, and I am a huge fan of the new body style. I mean, just look at it. It is now officially looking like a real Genesis. Not that the old one didn't, but look at the quad headlights. That's what all the Genesis are going to. Look at the grille. That's another thing that the Genesis is going to. And even when you switch around to the back, you can see the quad taillight design. It really is a hallmark of the new body style. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But if your eye doesn't think this thing is fire, you might just need some LASIK. Popping open the hood, here are a couple bullet points. 3.3 liter V6, 365 horsepower, twin turbo, letting you get from 0 to 60 in about 4.5 seconds if you use the launch control, because yes, this also does have launch control. Now, this is a Sport Prestige, but if you get the Sport Advanced, which is below it, you will also get these uniquely styled 19-inch rims on the vehicle wrapped in Michelin Pilot Sport tires. But if you opt to get this package of Sport Prestige, you will also have the introduction of Brembo brakes. That is a very, very good thing, because power is nothing without control, and the Brembos will definitely help you keep in control. That's cool. Standing here at the back, if you're new to Genesis, how do you know that I am not lying to you, or the person that is telling you it's a V6 isn't lying to you? Well, all you gotta do is stare at the rear end of this baby and you will see dual exhaust, because that is another unique feature found in the V6, dual exhaust. And something else that they've done for 2022 is now starting in the Sport Advanced and continued on to Sport Prestige and the higher levels, of course. You also do have the variable tone exhaust. So let's say you're driving around and you pop it into comfort mode and give it some gas. This is what the car will sound like. Now let's say you're done being comfy, you actually want it to feel more like a sports car. Pop this thing into Sport Plus mode, feel a seat tighten around you, and this is what it's going to sound like. Now, hopping on the inside of the car, you will notice that it is a very, very nice place to be. A few improvements that they made. The first thing I noticed when I hopped in the car was this little brushed aluminum trim piece around the handle. It looks so nice and different from the outgoing model. Another great thing that you have in this one is the Napa quilted leather. This is the first level to actually bring the Napa quilted leather in the red trim. It is absolutely wonderful that they actually have this. A few more improvements over the outgoing body style. The navigation screen is much bigger, 10.25-inch touchscreen with your nav. That way you can see exactly where you're going. And another cool thing is that when you actually do shift through the drive modes, you not only see it on the gauge clusters, you actually see the drive mode that you're in on the touchscreen with some beautiful backgrounds that you can see right here. Sport Plus mode, you even have a little custom mode right down here, and they all have their own unique background. That is very cool. Now that we've been through a few of the convenient features, I figured I'd show you a few of the driver assistant features too. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and bore you by telling you, oh, it has lane keeping assist, which it does, adaptive cruise control, which it does, or blind spot sensors, which it does. But I will show you some of the fun things that you get when you opt to get the Sport Prestige. First and foremost, you do have heads-up display. So once you go ahead and start up the car, you will see the Genesis logo displayed on the glass, and then when you throw it into drive, you will see things like speed, blind spot if somebody's in your blind spot, and navigation, like turn left, turn right, and 300 feet, make a right-hand turn. You will actually see that on the heads-up display. Another thing that you get when you opt to get this Prestige package is the 360 camera. So if you happen to be going 10 miles an hour or less on a parking lot, let's say, you can see if you're parking a little crooked, or if you're a little too close to a curve, or if you're lining up a little too close to the left or to the right of the space between the vehicles, which is very, very nice. Now, coupled into that is also the blind spot monitor. So if you're driving down the road and you put on your left blinker, you will see the traffic on the left-hand side of the car. If you put on your right blinker, you will see the traffic on the right hand of the car. So that way, not only do you have the sensors reminding you if somebody's there, you can actually visually see if there's a car coming down the lane before you happen to change lanes. So that is extremely cool. So from the outside, the car looks stunning. When you're set on the inside, the car looks brilliant. So when it's not in motion, especially if it's in your driveway, you're probably going to feel real good about yourself. But the question is, how are you going to feel about yourself when you throw it into drive? Wow, let's slow down a little bit. Oh, that's shocking. Yeah, man. The car will do 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds, like I mentioned before, but this thing, it's unexpected. You get, and it's like, did you see my head bobbling back and forth? Oh, it's so good. It turns into a chicken neck. It is so fun to drive. So to answer the question, yeah, this thing will make you feel real good when it's in motion. And just listen to how quiet the car is now that I'm actually in comfort mode. Serene, I'm going 45 miles an hour right now, and it is serene. I mean, there's a whole bunch of cars around me, work vans, traffic, all this stuff, and it's just so freaking quiet. It's so nice. And again, I'm in comfort mode. Another great thing is that when you put it in sport mode and you give it a little bit of, you can hear a little bit more rumble. I like it. I know some people are gonna be like, oh, well, you know, that sound is pumped in from the speakers and blah, blah, blah. Well, you know what? It sounds good. It really, really does sound good, and it makes you feel very, very excited. It makes you feel like you're at an event, you're doing something, you're driving something great and feeling great while doing it, which in these days is kind of tough to do. Now, like I mentioned before, this car does have heads-up display, so it'll show you exactly how fast you're going. But something now that I've noticed, I am doing the speed limit, just so you know, but I am also in a school zone, and apparently with the Genesis system, it doesn't show you when the school zone is in effect or not in effect. Everybody's out of school, by the way. It's the summertime. Nobody's in school. But it said I was going 45, and then because it thought the speed limit was 20, it changed the miles per hour to red, letting you know that if you're going a little bit faster than what's posted, you'll know you're going a little bit faster what's posted. And so guys, we are back from the test drive. That thing is absolutely amazing. Not only does it have a lot of tech, it feels so good and so planted on the road, especially when you're making the corners. But guys, thank you for watching the video. If you need more information, go ahead, click that first link in the description below that says schedule with Miguel. That way I can save you some money and send you a check for 200 bucks. But guys, until next time, I'm Miguel, your car guy. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you soon. Hey, check this out. Genesis shirt on. Finally, you folks can stop saying, hey, you're wearing a Genesis shirt, but you're reviewing a Hyundai. Or hey, you have a Hyundai shirt on, but you're doing a Genesis. Don't worry. Today, Genesis G70, Genesis shirt. Got it. There's always a fire department or something going on. I don't smell any fires. It's hard to make sound bites with that in the background. Fun stuff. Focusing back over here on the dash, you can see the improved, crap, I should really put my phone on silent. So, the car on the outside looks stunning, the car on the inside feels brilliant, and when it's just sat there motionless, am I gonna have problems with bloopers this video? Crap.